They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Diablos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think...
There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin from 13 yards out. And the Diablos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18, Pioneer.
41's the mark, 41's the mark. Check, 41.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 40's Mike.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Okay, break. 50 Bobcat. 50 Bobcat.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Squeeze, double.
Mustang 19.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the slant. 41's the Mike, 41.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Check 41. Yeah, come on now. Mike 41, Mike 41. Get the ball. Mike 41.
Buffalo 18.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Second and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Algier will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Algier again.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
19 Tigers.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Stay with your man.
Dragon 60.
41 to Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 2. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on. Sit. Move it, 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 60 Bison.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Go, League. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
19 right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But
under pressure, and down he goes.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.